Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So, sister, not only are you not alone, but it is incredibly important that you find your tribe, that you find your people, you find your community. You know, one of the reasons I created the sisterhood over a year ago was to start to create just that, because there were so many of you that said, like, I don't have this. I don't have women that want the things that I do in my life. I don't know women like this. So the sisterhood, which you can actually still access for free for the first 7 days, that may change in the future. But go ahead and head over to drkarenosborne.com/sisterhood. A little out of breath walking my dogs right now here. It has been bananas fitting in podcasts, doing much of anything outside of caring for my crazy boys and attempting to keep my sanity over the last couple months. School is starting soon, thank goodness. But I had this thought about finding your tribe this past weekend. So yesterday there was a festival in the park, which is right across the street from my house, and it was put on by a local church. So it was 3 hours. It was really lovely, like just a little small thing. They had a bunch of bouncy gyms, bouncy castles for the kids. They had face painting. They had sorts of games. Food was all free. They had hot dogs and chips and lemonade, and like it was really lovely. The people that were there, lovely. And, you know, I've had this feeling for a while of like, you know what, I'd like to maybe have a church that I go to. I've never been a part of a church, ever. And so it's a foreign thing for me. And it's, you know, I would have to find one that would be a fit for the way that I see spirituality, God, all of that. And as I'm there, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, there's going to be probably people are going to like approach me and, you know, solicit for the church or like, you know, are you interested? That kind of thing. It was like none of that. It was like the most, it was just the most honoring space. It was really incredible. And the people all running it, who were all, I'm going to assume members of the church, were just the most kind, patient, calm, loving people. And so I'm watching this, I'm watching the other families that are there, and I'm like, you know what? I really want to be involved in a church. I want to create more of a community and a tribe. Do I have that with some of my friends? Yes. Some that are actually here with me, but more that actually do not live in Victoria, live nowhere near. Maybe in Canada, maybe in the US, but, you know, aren't kind of like physically here. And I was just like, man, wouldn't that be lovely to be able to go to like a service on a Sunday morning? The kids go to Sunday school and start learning about God and be with their kids and just be around other families that are run to raise their children a certain way. You know, they're seeing life a certain way. They know the importance of that connection to source and to have a place to do that. Now, to me, religion has never been a piece of my life because I just see religion and spirituality as two different things. But I think there's a possibility for me to find what I'm looking for. But as I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm going to check out this church. And now the one that's actually close to us with this local church, it's just like a Sunday service at 6 o'clock. And it doesn't seem like there's, you know, stuff for the kids. And maybe it's like they're starting to open up a new church, possibly. And their main one is a little bit far from us. But, you know, we'll see kind of thing. But I was like, man, like I need to really find my tribe, find like a local tribe. You know, people that I can talk to, other mothers that I can speak to, other families that I can interact with. Even just little things, you know, it's like, so we were going to get like food and kids want a bag of chips, they're going to get chips. And my youngest Kai, who's 5, says to me, he's like, Mommy, I can't open this bag of chips, like they're just so hard. And the woman behind the little chip table said, you know what, honey, some of the best things in life are actually the hardest things. And I turned and looked at her and I was like, yeah, it is. And we kind of like this knowing, like, I know what you're doing, like trying to like introduce those small lessons to the kids, right? And I do the same thing with my boys as well too. But I was like, man, like what a lovely thing to have that kind of interaction with someone who's just a stranger, but it was meaningful. But it meant something, and it was beyond like, oh, it's a lovely day, or la la la, like just incredible people, like having that tribe. And listen, your tribe doesn't have to be a church. It could be a group of girlfriends. It could be other families. It could be, family that you're really, really close with. It could be your neighbors. It could be some of the moms you interact with at school. Like, I don't know who that is. It could be a Facebook group. But I think there's incredible value in creating a tribe within your life. People who think like you. People who are honest with you. People that you can be honest to. And I don't think that's necessarily an easy thing to find. I think you have to be very intentional about it. Like, who am I? What is it that I truly want within my life? What things are really important to me? So for me, it's important for me to be around other families that want to raise their kids like we want to raise our kids. It's important for me to have other people that are starting to teach my children about God and spirituality, not just me. And them to be around other people that, that I trust, that I connect with. And I do have, some people here locally that's the case, but it's like I'm looking around all the families and they're talking, and it was just the most incredible feeling. And it was a message as clear as day, which is like you need to find a church for your family. So here's your more tip for today then, sister. Where do you need to start looking for your tribe? Again, it doesn't have to be church. It can be wherever for you. It could be at a gym. I've often said that, my gym is my church. Like, let's go to church, right? Like, it can be a gym community. It could be a book club that you start up with a group of friends. It could be family. It could be that you set up something where you meet on a regular basis with a group of people. Like, it doesn't, whatever. But how can you start building your tribe? And I want you to take one action step within the next 24 hours to do that. So I'll tell you what, for you, I'm going to commit to you right now. I'm recording this on a Sunday evening. There was a little bit of literature stuff that was out there about that particular church. And again, it was just there to kind of pick up. Nothing was being pushed, anything like that. And they had the pastor's email. I'm going to email Pastor Mike and ask him some questions. And see if this is a possible place for us to explore, and for me to begin this process of finding a church for my family, because it's important to me. It's come up more and more, and then the message that I'm really hearing from the voice within is like, yeah, it's time. It's time to do this now. And there is one that'll be there for us, that'll be a fit for us. So what is one action that you can take in the next 24 hours to really begin to build that tribe for you, however that fits for you best? So there you go, sister. I will talk on the next episode. A life of more is just one step away from, yes, you having others around you that are like you, and having a tribe that you can connect with on some level every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.